Heaven's California.
Manchester United versus Liverpool, a game watched by nearly 1 billion people estimated today. And don't worry, if you're one of them sat at home and you've forgotten about the match or the fixture, then I really wouldn't worry, because it was absolutely disgraceful. What can I say? Manchester United going to Anfield. Disappointment, really, as I can say by the one word title. One word, disappointment. Yep, I'm disappointed today. Why does the camera not look right? I don't know. But let's just flip that screen. Maybe it'll be a little bit better. Let's change the angle a wee bit. Am I sitting directly in front of the... Yeah. Okay, let me just flick that back. There we go. So, Manchester United, Liverpool, what can we say today? You know what, I've got to give it to Liverpool today. They were organised, Jurgen Klopp has set them up well, and they've managed to get a draw, and I really don't think Liverpool wanted a draw today. They looked like they were out there for 3 points. Manchester United, however, looked like they couldn't actually care less. Jose Mourinho has quite obviously stated, we're going out there and we're not going to lose, and that's what happened. We picked up a point. I'd see it more as 2 points dropped, not 1 point gained. I know Liverpool would be a tough match, but I think if we'd gone for it in the first half, maybe got a goal, and then sat back in the second half and invited the pressure on, we would have had a better result. I mean, I'm not happy. I'm not going to sit here and start swearing and raging, because, you know, I'm not like that. But are we actually saying that we miss Fellaini that much that we have to sit back and just soak up every bit of pressure? We probably had about 30% of the ball that game. It's just not good enough. You know, I was having flashbacks of the 2015-16 season and 2014-15 season under Louis van Gaal. If you don't concede a goal, it's fantastic. That I can't really do a Jose Mourinho accent, but you can't concede a goal, it's fantastic, you know. It's hard. It's hard to do a Jose Mourinho accent, but I'm disappointed today. I thought we would have gone for it a little bit more than we did, and we didn't, and we've picked up a point. You know, I feel sorry for the fans that were there. You know, Liverpool fans, they're already going for it. Manchester United fans, oh, do we really have to be here? You know, it's a game that we should be wanting to win, not sit there and all 11 players. I think our formation was supposed to be a 4-2-3-1 today. It actually looked more like a 10-1. Well, no, a 9-1. 9 defenders, and then Lukaku up top. We're just going to punt the ball up to Lukaku and keep it out of our half, because that's the way Jose Mourinho is going to win the league. We're going to win the league. You're comparing Manchester City, who played Liverpool and destroyed them 5-0, albeit Liverpool had a red card, but that wasn't in the defence. And then you've got Jose Mourinho and his merry men turning up, and we've pulled ourselves a 0-0. Nah, not good enough. I don't know if it's the internationals. Jose was like, we've had international football, and park the bus. I don't like parking the bus. It's not the type of football I want to play, and I thought we'd change this season. I thought we'd attack for it, go for it. Liverpool's defence is sometimes as useful as a chocolate teapot. So is ours, and oh my God, it was so frustrating to see. Oh my goodness, guys, I don't know what to say here. I really don't. Are there any positives from this match? Defensively, we were tested, and defensively, we played okay. There's always a positive from the match. David De Gea makes a world-class save and just edges his way above Neuer. And for me, probably after this season, he will be the best in the world. And I would actually apply to have this guy a statue put outside, even when he's still playing at the club, because he saved our asses for 4 or 5 seasons. If we didn't have David De Gea under Louis van Gaal, David Moyes, and last season, that's 4 seasons he saved our asses. The first goalkeeper in Manchester United history to get Player of the Season 3 years in a row. I wouldn't blame him if he left to Real Madrid. Because this is the season where everyone has said, yep, it's United. You've got Matic, you've got Lukaku, you've got what you wanted, time to win the league. City turn around and say, well, actually, I think we're going to challenge you for that league, and I want a challenge. Today, we have seen the top two of the top 6 teams this country can offer, and one of them looked like they didn't want it at all. And some way, you've got to blame the players, but I think today the blame is on the manager. And the manager, he knows what he wants, he didn't want to lose, and we haven't lost, but I'm not happy. I think we should have gone, the first half especially, should have gone at Liverpool, got an early goal, and then maybe sat back, took a 1-0. Because we're battering the small teams, they're not the problem this season. The problem this season is going to be the big teams. That's where we are going to be judged upon. And today, pundits are going to have us. They're not going to be happy. Just like United fans aren't going to be happy. Just like I'm not happy. But I'm doing a third today. I'm going to be doing some player ratings. And yeah, we're going to start off with David De Gea. David De Gea, for me, gets a big old juicy 9. 9 out of 10 for me. World-class performance day from De Gea. Just a world-class save. I can't remember whose shot it was. I think it might have been Matip who had a shot. I'm not sure. It was one of the Liverpool players. To be honest, I wasn't really off watching the game for half it, because I just knew, yeah, it's just Manchester United soaking up more and more pressure, really. And I was getting stressed. I was like, oh, I need to drink and find something to do this boring time, because I'm sat here. I'm like, God, I'm falling asleep here. Like, I bet there's stuff on all sorts of things here. Okay. It's Sky Sports here. Manchester United getting top of the league. City aren't going to lose. I don't see City losing barely any games this season. They might drop a couple of points, but we start letting City slip, we're gone. But De Gea, world-class performance today, world-class save. He gets a 9, and he's the player for me that's got the highest rating. Most games for me, De Gea gets a 9, even if he lets a goal in. He might go down to an 8. But we're starting at right back. We have Antonio Valencia. Again, didn't do anything too great, but didn't do anything too bad. So I'd give him a 6 out of 10. There will be a little annotation at the bottom if you didn't quite catch what I said, but he will get a 6 today. Again, the captain, I can't really blame the players too much today, because we know the players have got it in there. And I'm not one for believing that Fellaini has that much of a difference that he can turn the game from being 0-0 to 4-0. No, you can shove off with that. We're not having that. So he gets a 6 for me today, Valencia. Moving on to 2 centre-backs, Chris Smalling. I can't really give him any higher than a 6, but I'll give him a 5. Just because, well, he didn't do anything too outstandingly well. But, he did his job. We didn't concede, so maybe, actually no, I'll give him a 6. But I'll give his partner Phil Jones a 7. He made a few mistakes today, but he makes up for him. For some reason, we still trust in Jones and Bailey. Have you said Bailey? What will happen when Rojo comes back in the team? I do not know. But again, not too much to say on the defence today, apart from they played pretty well. I'd give Phil Jones a 7. And I'd also give our left back today, Mr. Matteo Darmian. I'd give him a 7 as well. There were times where he got a little bit caught out. He had a dangerous high boot, which I wasn't too a big fan of that. But he did make some good one-on-one tackles and was probably our best defender today alongside Phil Jones. Moving on to the 2 central midfielders, we have Nemanja Matic, and I'll give Nemanja Matic a 6. Didn't have too much of an impact on the game today. A little bit sloppy at times, but he didn't really have much to do. Well, he had quite a lot to do in that midfield, and I just didn't think he was too great today. Maybe international football, a little bit tired. I'm not sure how Serbia are doing. To be honest, I don't really follow Serbian football. Moving on to the other side, we have Ander Herrera. I'd probably give him the same, about a 6. Didn't do anything too special, didn't do anything too great, didn't do anything wrong exactly. There was a tackle that was on the edge of the box, and that would have been a penalty if the referee had given it today, and he didn't. The referee, I think he was a little bit lenient today, which we probably played up in our favour more than the Liverpool players. But again, there's not really much you can do about that. Moving on to our attacking four then. The right-hand side of the attack, Ashley Young. I'm going to give him a 4. I'm going to give him a 4 today, Ashley Young. I think he was a bit out of his depth. You know, he's been in a couple of games playing at fullback. Now we're moving him to an attacking midfielder, kind of a right-hand sided attacking midfielder. I wasn't too keen on Young today. I'm not too sure why we started him. Maybe Mata should have been playing there. I know Rashford wasn't 100% match fit, which is probably why we didn't start him on the right. There's no reason why he can't play on the right. We could have played Lingard there. I just wasn't. Again, maybe for more defensive work, again, which I could see. As soon as I saw the lineup, I saw Young at that attacking position. I thought, nah, he's not going for the win today. And that's why Ashley Young only gets a 4 from me today. Mkhitaryan, again, the impact on the game. He's an attacking player. We had no intentions to attack, so I can only give him a 5, really. There's not really much you can say about him. Our attacking players weren't really involved in the game at all. As I said, it was a 9-1, so they were all defending for most of the game. Martial, a 5. Again, nothing on the game. Joe Gomez held him and Rashford down when Rashford came on for Martial. Again, I have to give credit to Liverpool. They played pretty well today, and they always do against the big teams. It's the smaller teams that actually go at Liverpool that get the points. Take a note, Jose Mourinho. But Martial, again, didn't have much impact, and I can only give him a 5. And the same for Lukaku, really. I can only give Lukaku a 5. Bit disappointed for Lukaku today, really. Didn't get any service. They were just punting long balls to him, and he's not that type of guy to chest it down and go on a run. He wants the ball to feet so he can get through, and a bit of play, get him in the box. He had an opportunity that maybe he could have done a bit better if he found his feet. But no service, no aerial balls to him today, and I'm not too happy with that either. Talking about the substitutes, the first substitute to come on was Jesse Lingard. At this point of the game, I was probably asleep for half of it. I'd give him a 5. All the substitutes I'd give a 5, really, because they couldn't get into the game. Rashford couldn't get attacked, was doing more defending than attacking. Lindelof came on in the 92nd minute. Don't really know why we brought him on, just for a back 5. We really parking the bus then. If the bus wasn't parked, it was parked on its foot brake. We just put the handbrake on for extra parking, you know. You know how it is. But yeah, all in all, a whole team performance today. I'd probably only give it a 5, par De Gea. Maybe a 5.5 as a whole team performance. The manager today, I'd give him a 5. I'd give him a 6, because I think we should have gone for it in the second half. In the first half, at least. Maybe set back in the second half, but just test the waters, even if it's the first 20-30 minutes. If we do throw a few men forward, what are Liverpool going to do? And I know Liverpool are deadly on the counter-attack, and I was happy when I saw Coutinho coming off, I saw Salah coming off, and I saw Firmino coming off. And I think if Liverpool had had Manny today, we would have lost by a couple of goals. It just gives that more creativity for Liverpool. And last but not least, we do have the fans. Not really much to cheer about today, really, so I'd give them a 5. You know, I didn't really hear them. It's a very tricky game to get into the game as the away team at Anfield, as Liverpool are. They got massive support at home, but again, an unavoidable. We've avoided a loss, but we haven't got. Well, I think we could have got 3 points today, and I'm a little disappointed on that. But what can you do? The manager thought it was best to get a point. We're going to have to see what plays out. We're still very, very early in the season. Plenty of games more to go. And hopefully we get something a little more positive next time we come up against a big team. But that is going to end it for this one then, guys. Let me know what you thought of the game down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Share the video if you enjoyed. Also, and as well, don't forget to turn them notifications on. This will be today's only video. It won't be at 8:30 because it's a football review and I kind of want to put the football review out earlier, so you'll be watching this, what's the time now, probably at about between 4 and 5 o'clock. There will be no upload at 8:30 as I have got a few things to do, so I'm going to try and get this one up a little bit earlier for you guys. So you can thank me for that. Don't forget to also, who should we be doing for the second season of the career mode? Should we be sticking with Manchester United, or should we go to our Road to Glory? Yesterday's video will be in the outro. Go and click on that. There's a straw poll, there's a YouTube poll, and there's a comment section. Go and tell me what you think. I'll probably have a separate video up for it tomorrow. But again, all the votes will be counting, so make sure you're doing that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.